All right, we are now being joined by Julius Anglickas. Once again, we'll begin with a few questions from our media. Ben Davis, your line is now live.
Hey, Julius. So you said post-fight in April that if you're happy with your performances, you aren't getting better, and then followed that up by saying you weren't happy with that last performance. In what ways do you feel your game has evolved since that night?
I guess we'll find out this Saturday. When you're not happy, you just make more like a mental note, and sometimes that's all like the improvement you have to do is just mental note, remember like how you did it before, and just trying not to do that again or just do it better. So it's all about experience, and yeah, like last one, I wasn't like too happy, so I just kind of have to remember that and remember that every time I go to practice, and I think I'm just gonna not stall so much and just go more after. And that's pretty much about that's it of like how it made me better.
David, go ahead.
Hi, Julius. Thank you for your time. I just have one question. Vadim has a decent record. I think it's 13-2. Do you have? What do you think that you have will be able to neutralize anything that Vadim brings into the octagon against yourself?
I think our styles are pretty similar. Like he tries to keep it simple, I try to keep it simple and technical, and I think that's where it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be a battle of who's gonna keep it most basic and most technical, and who's gonna fade out first, and the other person is gonna just capitalize on their mistakes. So I think I'm just looking forward to taking it out in the longer rounds, and just I know he's gonna start fading. Hopefully, I'll still be looking fresh, and I'll be attacking on his holes that he's gonna start showing.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Thank you very much, Julius. Good luck Saturday, bud.
Thank you.
Max, go ahead.
Thanks so much for taking the time. This is Max Going from the Going Live podcast. Obviously, Julius, you had a late switch. It was the 10th ranked. Now you're facing the current champion. Now it's a 5-round fight. Do these changes affect your approach at all?
Not really. When we first got the call, it was okay. Like they both similar, like sure a little bit different, but the first thing in our minds is just to get in shape. So getting in shape, that idea was it kept the same. We just kept working hard, and it was just small little tweaks here and there that we had to consider that my new opponent does. But besides that, like you can't really think too much about what he does. You still have to impose your will. And that's what we concentrated on. It's about what I'm gonna have to do, and at the same time, just few little things to consider that he might do. But we were just focusing on myself.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the time, and good luck on Saturday.
Dylan.
Hey there, Julius. I appreciate you making some time.
Thank you.
I'm just curious because it seems like some good work has been had over at KBC Garage. Can you kind of talk about just the general methodology leading into this fight, and just, I guess, who you'd credit as some of the main sparring partners there?
Yeah, like at the KBC Garage, it's been consistent for past few years, and yeah, Quinn O'Brien is the coach there, and we keep it simple. We always focus on the basics, and we don't try to drift into something completely different. We just make small little tweaks here and there just to keep the whole game the same, but with some little improvements here and there. And like, yeah, my main sparring partners, there's like Drew Gigax, he's a great kickboxer. Like I always have fun rounds with him. Marcel Fortuna, he always comes in. Byron, he's always there. And Daryl Cobb, he always comes in when I need help. Jackson McVeigh. So we always have like the same group, and they always been there throughout time, and we beat each other up. It's fun. It's like, okay, Julius has fight coming up. Let's beat him up. But they know they're gonna go through the same thing when they're gonna have a fight coming. So we definitely give each other hell, but at the same time we do it with love, and they happy when they beating me up because they know we're gonna get them ready as well. So it's a good steady group, and I like it. It's not like people disappear and then new people appear, and you just kind of don't have the same flow. it's always the same flow. We know what we able to do, and that also helps keep us safe. So it's a really nice environment to be in.
Yeah, it's cool you have that kind of rapport and trust with the sparring partners for sure.
Yeah.
But just as a quick follow-up, because you're no stranger to championship distinctions, the LFA light heavyweight champion a couple of years back there, like where would the Bellator light heavyweight championship rank for you in terms of career achievements?
Well, right now it's gonna be the number one thing in all the achievements. Like each thing, when you move up each time, the next thing that's higher, that's the top thing right now. So I mean, at one point, the LFA belt, that was like the biggest thing. Then fighting for the Contender Series, that was also a big thing. Signing for Bellator, that was like, whoa, now like my career is definitely going somewhere. I found a home. And now just fighting for a title, like now you're trying to be the top dog of that new home. And this is definitely the biggest achievement for me, just to fight for the title. Now, of course, I want to win it as well. So I'm going to go full after it, and definitely want to grab it, because if not, it is what it is. It's still win-win for me, but now I just definitely feel it. Just like I want it, I can taste it, I can just feel that it's so close. So I just got to go and get it.
Luis?
Hi, Julius. You didn't get the contract in the Contender Series, but now after 3 fights, do you have a championship opportunity in a big stage? Do you think it was better in this way?
100%. I think we all have this idea, like, oh, we got to go to UFC, we got to go to UFC. Both places are good. It's just how you play your cards. And Bellator likes me, and I feel like at home here. Every time I come back, I see new people, same workers. So like we build this relationship with everyone, and I definitely feel lucky that I did not get signed to UFC, or else I would not be here. I probably would be stuck just in I would be just a number in the roster and nothing more. And right now, this is definitely highlighting my abilities, and now I'm on the spotlight. I'm fighting for the title, so I'm definitely much happier that I did not get signed. And people always ask me, Julius, when you're gonna go to UFC? I'm like, I'm not thinking about it. It's I mean, Bellator, like, they pay really well, and they take care of people really well. I'm sure UFC does the same thing, but I'm happy where I am, and it's making financial stability is the first thing you always have to think about. I mean, that's why we work, that's why we fight, just to be financially stable. And it's good right now. Like, I feel fine, and there is no reason to change anything.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck.
Thank you.
Last one, Suki.
Hey, Julius, pleasure to be talking to you. Now, I know you were born in Lithuania, but I want to talk to you about your ties with St. Louis and Missouri, because there's only a handful of great fighters that come out of there, but we've seen some really good ones. And so what does that mean to you to represent St. Louis? And, I kind of want to hear some thoughts on that.
It feels awesome. I mean, I kind of got to St. Louis by accident. When I came from Lithuania, I moved to Long Island, New York. And I came to St. Louis just to finish my wrestling career. And that's how I just bumped into the gym. And now, I like the people in St. Louis. We have a good flow with the gym. And just me staying there throughout the time, I developed connections, relationships with people. So St. Louis is like becoming my second home now. And you definitely want to represent your home. So I feel pride in St. Louis just from being there for so long, and my gym being there, having a lot of friends. So it's it feels like home, and you just want to represent your home.
Yeah, I love to hear that. And just a quick follow-up now, are you a superstitious guy? Because, fighters that have good connections to Missouri are fairly successful in Bellator with Mike Chandler. And there was slipped my mind, but Mike Chandler was a big one for me. But I want to know if you see yourself in that category and, see a big future in Bellator now.
I definitely see a big future in Bellator. When it comes to superstition, I used to be really superstitious about things. And when I started fighting, I had to take that superstition away. There were some things where something happens and I'm like, oh no, like this fight is already lost because of this and this. And then the second later, I have to think like, no, absolutely not. I'm throwing the superstition away. I'm in control of this fully. I'm not going to let this thing decide my victory or my loss. So when it comes with in wrestling, I did that a lot with superstition, like what kind of ankle brace you got, the red or green, or if that's the colors from what I remember. And so now, if there's something superstitious that happens, I just nope, I throw it away. This thing is not real, and I just fight my fight, and I just take full control of everything and what's gonna happen. And I definitely feel I can do big things, and I definitely want to put my name in the list of all the great Missouri fighters.
All right, Julius, thanks very much for the time today.